Why is superhero movie CGI often so bad? Imagine watching a superhero movie and suddenly feeling like you are looking at a video game rather than a real scene. That's what bad CGI can do to a film. Many viewers notice when digital effects don't look quite right, and it can take them out of the story. But why does this happen so often in superhero movies? Let's break it down. First, superhero movies are huge productions. They often have tight schedules and big budgets, but even then, time can run out. Visual effects teams might only get a few months to create complex scenes. If they don't have enough time, the CGI can look rushed or unfinished. Sometimes studios want to hit a certain releases date, so effects are prioritized over perfection. This rush can lead to effects that seem out of place or fake. Second, the technical side of creating superhero CGI is very complicated. These movies often show characters with superpowers, transformations, or alien worlds. Making these look believable requires advanced software and highly skilled artists. For example, creating realistic energy blasts or stretchy limbs needs precise work. If the technology or talent isn't enough, the effects can look stiff, floaty, or cartoonish. You might see a character's arm stretch in a weird way or a glowing effect that doesn't match the scene's lighting. Third, blending CGI with real footage is a big challenge. Actors are filmed on set, but digital effects are added later. If the lighting doesn't match or the movements aren't smooth, the effects stand out. For example, if a superhero's flying pose is not animated well, it can look awkward. Sometimes digital costumes or creatures have jagged edges or flicker, which pulls viewers out of the story. These glitches happen when the effects aren't integrated seamlessly. Fourth, creative choices can also lead to poor CGI. Directors sometimes decide to use digital effects instead of practical effects because they are cheaper or faster. But if these effects aren't carefully designed, they can look cheap or silly. For instance, digitally removing an actor's facial hair or creating a villain that looks like a cartoon can backfire. If the CGI doesn't match the tone or style of the film, it can seem out of place. In superhero movies, CGI is essential to bring comic book powers and epic battles to life. When it's done well, it makes the story more exciting and believable. When it's poorly executed, it can distract viewers and weaken the film's impact. The quality of CGI depends on how much money and time the studio invests, the skills of the visual effects team, and how well the effects are planned and integrated. Improving CGI involves giving teams more time, using better technology, and combining digital effects with practical ones for more realism. Close collaboration between directors, visual effects supervisors, and actors helps make sure the effects serve the story and don't stand out as flaws.